Rome. The streets are silent. A cold wind moves between the marble columns of the Senate building. Inside, a group of men waits. They are not soldiers. They are senators. They are Caesar's closest allies. In just a few minutes, one of the most powerful men in history will walk into this room, and he will never walk out. History tells us that Julius Caesar was betrayed. But tonight, we ask a deeper question. Was this truly a fight for freedom? Or was it the most carefully planned political murder in history? This is the mystery of Julius Caesar's assassination. Julius Caesar was not born a king. He was born into a struggling noble family. Through war, politics, and ambition, he climbed higher than any Roman before him. He conquered Gaul. He defeated Pompey. He crossed the Rubicon River, an act of rebellion that started a civil war. And when the war ended, Rome had only one master. The Senate gave him a title never seen before. Through war, politics, and ambition, he climbed higher than any Roman before him. He conquered Gaul. He defeated Pompey. He crossed the Rubicon River, an act of rebellion that started a civil war. Dictator for life. To the people, Caesar was a hero. To the senators, he was a nightmare. Because Rome was supposed to be a republic. No kings, no absolute rulers. And yet, Caesar now wore purple robes. His statue stood beside the gods. His face was printed on coins. While he was still alive, whispers began to spread. He wants to be king. In Roman history, the word king was dangerous. The last Roman king had been overthrown centuries earlier, and his memory was hated. For many senators, Caesar was becoming that king. And when the war ended, Rome had only one master. The Senate gave him a title never seen before. Through war, politics, and ambition, he climbed higher than any Roman before him. He conquered Gaul. He defeated Pompey. He crossed the Rubicon River, an act of rebellion that started a civil war. A group of Roman senators met in secret. They were not criminals. They were men of power. Among them was Brutus, a man Caesar trusted like a son. They believed Caesar was becoming a king, and Rome was supposed to have no kings. Cassius whispered poison into their ears. If Caesar lives, the republic dies. Their plan was simple. Kill Caesar. Inside the Senate, surrounded by senators, with no guards. They chose one date, the Ides of March. The night before his death, Caesar's wife had terrible dreams. She saw him bleeding in her arms. Priests warned him not to go. A stranger stopped him in the street and said, "Beware the Ides of March." Caesar smiled. "The Ides of March have come," he replied. But the stranger whispered back, "Yes, but they have not yet gone." Still, Caesar walked forward. Perhaps he believed he was untouchable. Perhaps he trusted his friends too much. The warnings. The Senate chamber was full. Caesar took his seat. The conspirators surrounded him. A man stepped forward with a petition. Caesar refused. That was the signal. A blade flashed, then another, and another. Caesar tried to rise, but slipped on his own blood. Then he saw Brutus, his closest ally. His final words were whispered, "Et tu, Brute," and Caesar collapsed, At the feet of Pompey's statue, 23 wounds. The most powerful man in Rome was dead. The killers believed they had saved Rome. They shouted, "Liberty is restored." But the people did not celebrate. They were afraid. At Caesar's funeral, Mark Antony spoke. He showed the crowd Caesar's wounds, one by one, each stab a betrayal. The crowd turned into rage. Rome exploded into chaos. Civil war returned, and the Republic did not survive. So what really happened? Was this murder for freedom or for power? Some say Caesar wanted to become king. Others believe the senators feared losing control. Perhaps it was not justice, but fear wearing the mask of patriotism. One man entered the Senate that morning. He left as a legend. By killing Caesar, they tried to save the Republic. Instead, they created an empire. And every year, on March 15th, history still whispers, "Beware the Ides of March." Because sometimes, your greatest enemy is not the one who hates you, but the one who stands beside you. Subscribe for more hidden mysteries of history, because the past still hides many secrets.